So now let's welcome Mr. Paul Chang.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. And I want to thank the World Fellowship of Buddhists for having me here today. It is such a great honor to be amongst great friends from all over the world. I want to thank you. Today I want to talk about some basic things about not just government contracts, but how government contracts relate to all of us in the Asian American community. I have another role that I also occupy, and that's with the White House Initiative on Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders Regional Networks. It's a mouthful. It's a network of all federal agencies in the United States government. We have 15 departments and over 400 sub-agencies within the federal government, and that's a very tough field to navigate. So our role is to bring the government services to the Asian American communities, because we know that we have not been fully served by because of our language access and also other things that really limits our access to the federal government, because the federal government is your government and we're here to serve you. I want to just give a little background on Asian Americans in the United States. Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders come from all diverse backgrounds. We trace our ancestries to dozens of countries, each with our own unique cultures and languages. As Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders in the United States, our diversity has no equal in the world. That means we actually, in the United States, have more Asians than anywhere else in the world. Our diversity. But we are also the fastest growing population in the United States. Right now, as an economic driver, businesses, we have more than 1.9 million Asian American owned businesses in the United States. We generate over $700 billion in revenue each year for in money, and we have about 21 million Asian Americans in this country. That's quite a bit, and then we will be growing, and we are the fastest growing population in the United States. We also, with that entrepreneurship and business, we employ over 3.6 million workers in the United States. So even though we have 21 million strong, we also employ 3.6 million people. So that's how strong we are in terms of the economic engine for the United States. But I want to talk about one other thing, is we also occupy only 1% of government contracts. Government contracts are something that include maybe fixing the road or building the road, or maybe even giving office supplies or anything else to government agencies. These are something that government has a lot of expenses, but we only occupy only 1% of that. And this is why I think government contracts is an important aspect of our. We need to get more into this. I teach a course on government contracts, and that course is quite a long course, and that course actually takes up almost an entire semester. So I'm not going to put a whole entire semester out in 15 minutes. So in this, we have just a quick summary of what you need. You need a DUNS number. A DUNS number can be created by any any business, and all you need to do is just go into that website. If you can take a picture of it, or it's going to be very simple. If not, you can also, in the flyer that you have handout with the White House Initiative Regional Networks, that's an event that we're going to hold on the 19th that will get more into details of how government contracts work. So you need a federal ID number, a bank financial statement, and then the most important part is going to the SAMS.gov website to register your business. So let me just give an overview of small business programs. We have many programs that are tailor-made for small businesses to help small business grow. They also, if you are a disabled veteran, we have special programs that allow contracts that are given preferential treatment to veterans. If you're a women-owned business, there are government contracts only specifically meant for women-owned businesses. Hub zones, these are special programs in special areas that allow the government to give you special incentives to develop in that area. And most importantly is the small business, the 8A program for the SBA. The 8A program applies to any minority-owned businesses. And it's a great program to get into. It helps businesses that has been around for a couple of years who wants to go to the next level and get into contracting that you are hitting a mark. You want to jump to the next level. The 8A program will help you jump to that next level. And that by how do they do that? Government contracts usually require bids, and you bid with everybody else, a lot of people around you. Well, if you're an 8A certified contractor, you just send in your bid. There's no other bids that will be there with you. So you are the only bidder on that for that contract. So this is a very, very important thing to know, and it's going to be something for you as a small business. We have a small business office here in Los Angeles, and that small business office is here in Glendale, and you can always call them directly. And I want to thank you again. Today, there's a lot of topics that could be talked about, but I just want to thank you for coming to this conference and learn about the businesses and how businesses in the United States operate. There are many programs that are out there, and to take advantage of all the programs, I really recommend going to this. This is a federal government contract forum where you will have government contractors for the Small Business Administration. Also, you will also have the Federal Bureau of Investigation talking about cybersecurity, the Department of Commerce, International Trade, who will talk about direct foreign investments, and other topics that are really keen in today's marketplace. So I really recommend, if you want to take a closer look into a more in-depth version of this, please come in and see us on that. I want to thank you all for coming today, and I want to thank everybody, and thank you very much.